I truly appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today, and want to thank Gail for the work that she's done as a wonderful citizen, standing up for America and assembling another Tea Party for the voice of the people. My name is Michael Opitz. I'm a constitutional conservative. Briefly on my background, 30-year resident of Cobb County, graduate of Auburn University. I have my master's in psychology with emphasis in organization development. I sit on the Department of Agriculture's, I chair the IT Committee for Strategic Planning, and I'm also a former special agent for the Office of Special Investigation, OSI, in the Air Force, so I have an appreciation for law enforcement. My focus is bringing manufacturing jobs to the 11th District. And I've served in AT&T, I'm retired from Lucent Technologies and AT&T, and I served in AT&T Manufacturing Systems, where I took technology from Bell Laboratories and commercialized it. So I understand manufacturing. And people in Washington have made laws that have encouraged and have facilitated the migration of our manufacturing to China and third world countries, and I intend to be a catalyst to bring it back before we become a third world country. Important thing to realize about manufacturing, and this is a Bell Labs statistic, for every primary manufacturing job created, 8 additional good high-paying jobs are created, both blue collar and white collar. Manufacturing is the fabric of America. It is our financial fabric, our economic stability, our financial stability, and without manufacturing, we have a shrinking middle class, and we eventually become a third world country. Those people in Washington have crafted the laws that have encouraged the migration to foreign shores, and they've done it for a reason. Our founders had tariffs to protect American industry, and it grew into the most powerful nation in the world. We're no longer on that track of maintaining and sustaining our ability to defend ourselves and protect ourselves as we finance China's military. So we've got to do some things, and I intend not to be a quiet voice in Washington or a quiet vote. We have too many of those who talk out of both sides of their mouths and talk in circles, and you've heard them. That will not be me. I will seek to educate those people in Washington on what they've done to our economic stability in this country. And then I'll form a group of people around me who are like-minded thinkers, and then we'll reach out and try to convince other people to change the laws and address the problems that we have so that we can make sure that we have a strong manufacturing foundation in America, and specifically the 11th District. I'm going to work with each of the counties to make sure that we have the laws in place, and I'm going to work with the state. So we have to form a team together to make sure that we have a good, strong economic foundation, both in education as well as in management, to attract industries into the 11th. There are lots of things that need to be done, but what I want to convey to you is that I'm not going to, people ask me, why are you going to be any different in Washington from every other politician who's elected? What's going to be the difference? Why aren't you? Everybody else goes up there and gets corrupted. They get bought into the system, and they say they're going to do something, and then they don't do it. They change. Why would you be any different? Well, I'll promise you this. They're not going to buy me off. They're not going to intimidate me. They're not going to co-opt me, and when you see me on TV, you're not going to have to yell at the TV to get me to say the things that need to be said. If you love Larry McDonald, you're going to like me. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm not going to come down and give you a superficial Washington update. I'm really going to discuss what's going on both sides of the aisle and what they have done to this country and what we need to do by working together to turn it around. Because I'm running, you now have a choice. And I don't know anybody who doesn't like having choices. So it's incumbent, since you have a choice, to understand, really understand what I'm about, what I stand for, and what my opponent stands for, and what he's done, and what he hasn't done. So because you have a choice, I encourage you to cast a knowledgeable vote. I need your support. Mine's a grassroots campaign, and I'm determined not to let my opponent buy it with his millions of dollars. The people's voice need to speak up and need to be heard, but I need your support. I need volunteers. I need donations. I need everything that it takes to be your voice in Washington and to make a difference for you. And thank you.